So I just wanted to share with you guys this trip that I took to a place called Retake Remake. It is in an old hat factory in Peekskill. I spent here $32.84. This is a really cool place. It basically takes donated art supplies and then resells them. So like a thrift store, but for art supplies. I bought a huge bag of polyfill, which I used for my pillows. I'm super happy with that. Outside, there was a huge section full of bins of free fabric, which I just thought was amazing. They are offcuts, they are weird, they are not in your normal sizes. I don't mind because I can adjust and make things in different sizes and use pieces and scraps. So I'll just show you some of the cool different fabrics that I got. I mean, corduroys. I found finally a piece of black velveteen. This like cool scrap with an Indian kind of an elephant vibe. This is like a cool, they had a lot of swatches, so I'm gonna see if I can get this paper off, but I thought those were cool. I could even just like cut out the motifs. What else? Just like so much stuff. Here's another one with like a cool mandala. Again, I'm gonna see if I can get this stuff off. If not, it feels like it might be glued, so I can just cut around, which is fine. This piece of fabric, which I loved. All of these are cotton. This one has like the name of the person, so it's called Jasper, and it says Alice Sargent Textiles, made in England. I think that it's absolutely gorgeous. There's quite a big piece of this. Keep in mind this was all free. This is not even the purchases that I made. I found this cool piece, which I just think is so floral and fun. This one also, which has like this cool woven embroidery on the trim, which I think is amazing. Some smaller pieces of fabric. This one is, let's see, Robert Kime, printed in the United Kingdom. Also, like, I just love the botanicals. And then, let's see, this is like another big piece of fabric. I took this teeny piece of, feels like almost like a faux suede. I just really like the color. It's like a light pale green. And then I got some more neutral fabrics. I also really love these colors. So that was all of the free fabric, which is amazing. Then to the purchase bag. This was crazy. These rolls were 50 cents each. I found some burgundy canvas, which I love. This fabric, which was $1. This fabric, which was $2, but I just love the design. And this is kind of more of like a pillow kind of a fabric. It's super soft, and I loved it. This as well is more of like a pillowy fabric. It's very soft and neutral, so I like that. And then an étoile kind of a fabric with green. I don't know, I just love I love that kind of like French provincial style. Vintage trims. I love vintage trims. There were a plethora of vintage trims. So this one, which I loved, I got this one, which is a bit of a different design than the floral, which I have quite a few of. And this is almost 5 yards for $2, so that's amazing. I also got this one with the little scalloped edge, which is 2 yards. I love that. I may be doing some eco dyeing, I'm not sure. There was this old handkerchief, which I just really love the design on, and so I plan to do something really cool with this. Yeah, I really love this design. So also it's big enough to make a pouch bag out of, so I'm excited about that. Then I got these cool chenille like fibers, which I plan to kind of couch down and sew onto some of my pieces. So I got in 3 different colors. The neutrals I love. This one is not really my go-to, but I want some pops of color sometimes, and so I think that'll be a good option. And then I also got this satin tie-dye, like burgundy, orange, green ribbon, which I love, love, love. And then they just had so much stuff there. They had these little rolls of the DMC pearl threads, and I have pearl threads, but they're in a much thicker like width, I guess. And so I got in some neutral colors so that right now I only have blue and green. And then I also got in a burgundy, which I think will be really, really good. And then I got some embroidery threads. This is a color pink that I know that I like and use quite often, so I picked that up. And then I also got some more neutral threads just to have. I don't have any browns, and I only have a bright yellow, so this one's kind of like gold and ecru and also brown, so I think that that should be good. What else? I found some bobbins that are gonna fit my sewing machine, so I picked up a few of these. I could not help but get these. I mean, I love a ceramic button and a teapot, a teddy bear, and a heart. I mean, you can't really get much cuter than that, so I picked those up. At the last minute, I found these little guys. These are like teeny tiny shell beads in the shapes of different animals, which I thought would be super cute on the animal pillows. Maybe even just to sew one on to each one, just as like a little extra thing. These were $1. And then the 2 like artsy things that I got were, I got these letter stencils. So I thought that that would be super cool just to do like fun projects, either on fabric or paper or canvas. And I have like Victorian initials, but these are just like a very blocky font, so I thought that that would be kind of cool. They're unopened, and so that was kind of a cute thing. And then I got these stamps. These are like images of the different stamps that are in there, and I thought that to print on fabric with these would be super cool, or even just on paper, like in terms of collage making, something like that. So I am really happy with these. So anyway, all of this I paid for, and it came out to $32, which is very, very little when you think about how much fabric and string and yarn and trim and vintage and cotton and eyelet and everything is here. And then all of this fabric was 100% for free, which I just, I'm having like a bit of a panic attack because I'm gonna need to pre-wash and then also organize all of this stuff. But I'm actually looking forward to kind of putting it all in its place and making it nice. And so I have quite a lot of organizing to do, but I am excited to do that. Oh, I forgot. I have a bunch of enamel charms that are all flower shaped, but I saw this little bag of enamel charms that are like seashells and little pearls and yeah, and like a little whale, and so I just thought that that was kind of cute, and so I am gonna do something fun with these as well. A swan, yeah. So that's what I purchased. I'm gonna now figure out how to organize all of this stuff, and I'm about to finish up my snail in it pillow, so that's exciting. Soon it's gonna just be seaming everything together and then stuffing it with polyfill, which is great because I'm also running low. So yeah, if you guys are ever in like the Peekskill area, if you're from northern New York, or you're planning on taking a day trip or a weekend trip, definitely check out Retake Remake. It's on Division Street in Peekskill, and I highly, highly, highly recommend it for all of you crafters, artsy people, teachers, educators, all of that. I mean, definitely never been to a place like it, and I think that it's super great. It's also non-for-profit, so yeah, I think it's an amazing spot to visit. So definitely take a trip over there if you're in the area. Hope you all are having a great weekend, and thank you guys for watching.